chef say I gotta kill this.
Hey yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Brandon DeVincent over there. What's up? How you doing, Brandon?
Good. What's good, Oz?
Oh, I'm
We
chilling.
back.
I'm chilling. I'm just trying to turn down this music, but I'm chilling. I'm chilling. You know, I'm over
I hope
there.
they enjoying it, man. I hope they enjoying the intro, man. It's
Okay.
definitely
You know,
it's definitely lit out here.
shout out to Chef Slim, by the way. My bad. I've been meaning to shout him out. Shout out to Chef Slim for providing us with these bangers we call beats. I
Yeah,
appreciate it,
we
man.
gotta put it. Yeah, we gotta put his information maybe in the description, man. We
Yeah,
owe that to y'all to put his stuff in the description so y'all can check out his music, man, and
yeah,
what he produces, man. Because he's a beast out here,
yeah.
man.
If
So
you
if
ever in
y'all
Texas,
really rock with it, yeah, go
look for
ahead.
a producer. Hit up that boy Chef Slim. He got some bangers out there. You can look him up
Facts,
on YouTube. You can look him up
facts,
on Apple Music. He out there. But
facts.
to the sports, man. How you doing, man? We got basketball season approaching. It always sneaks up
Quickly,
on us. You know,
yeah.
football distracts us while basketball is creeping on in, man. How you doing? You get
Yep,
the chance to watch the preseason games?
I did. Dallas mostly.
Yeah,
Haven't really watched too much else, but I was able to watch that final dress rehearsal um, this past week, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little all right with how Dallas's rotation is gonna be. It was a little surprises for me, a little bit, based off of what I was kind of reading, but then again, like you said last week, really don't want to hear things. You just kind of want to see things.
yeah,
So it was a little surprising not to see that much of Jaden Hardy.
yeah.
But it's kind of as expected. It's no reason to kind of rush him in when you got enough talent already around um, prior to in the rotation. So
Hey,
definitely,
was that
mhm.
game on Bally Sports? What did you watch it on?
So I watched it on the NBA app.
See, I tried to watch it on an NBA app and I couldn't.
Hmm. So I'm not gonna lie,
I'm
we
paying
talked
for
about
it
that.
too.
That's tough. That's really tough
Yeah.
because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to because of the whole Bally Sports thing, but it worked somehow. Did you try watching on your phone or on the computer?
My computer. Which I watched
Okay.
the previous preseason game on my computer on NBA's website. But yeah, I don't know. But we ain't gonna get in that. We don't need to troubleshoot that right now. But
Well, actually, no, you might be right. 'Cause I actually watched a replay. I didn't watch it live, so maybe that's why.
okay.
Maybe that's why.
Well, I was
Yeah, I
hoping
watched the
you
replay.
said Bally Sports because I like to bury Bally Sports any chance I get because they absolutely stink. They suck. Is the worst channel of all time. They took over Fox Southwest like it was supposed to get better, and it only got worse. It's always crashing. Bally Sports, get your stuff together, all right, man. I'm
It's
tired of it.
2022.
It's 2022. We
And
we got a show out of a goddamn apartment going on right now. HD high definition. Can y'all figure it out? Godly.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've put out tweets about Valley Sports and
Hmm.
fans be feeling it. Like, yeah. I one time in a tweet compared Valley Sports to Sterling Brown. That's how mad I was. Yeah.
I would say that's disrespectful, but I feel like it's disrespectful for Bally Sports to be doing what they're doing. So, I mean, honestly, Bally, just be happy that we even gave you an NBA player,
Yeah.
because we could have gave you like somebody in the Australian league,
Yeah.
but they're good enough to beat the Suns. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, oh, and speaking of Suns, right? It's crazy I mentioned that. Well, before we get into actually the first game preview, you didn't get a chance to kind of. So did you watch the game at all? Did you watch highlights? Or
Nah,
what? 'Cause
I
missed
didn't
it.
watch it. I saw the
Okay,
box scores. That was it. I didn't get to
okay,
watch the
okay.
last one specifically. I didn't get to
Got you.
watch.
What I thought that was cool though that we did see in that second lineup, because we talked about it last week. That second lineup had Dinwiddie, Josh Green, Wood, Kleber, and who am I missing? Who am I missing in that second lineup? somebody. Who am I missing? What the freak? Oh, Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh, that's
So
a nice
that was
lineup.
like that was, and so Dinwiddie did start,
That's a squad.
and bro, it is. So what happened was the starters were Luca, Bullock, Dodo, Dinwiddie, and McGee, and then the first two off the bench were Hardaway and Wood. They replaced Dinwiddie and McGee.
Yep.
And then so that was like the Luca was still in, and that was like playing into the tail end. The beginning of the second quarter is when that lineup was in that I was just talking about, which is like you said, a squad. So
God
not gonna
bro.
lie,
I'm sorry, bro. I got the goddamn hiccups, bro. That's the worst thing you can get while podcasting is the hiccups. I ain't had the hiccups since I was like 12, and I want to get it on doing a random podcast. I'm sorry.
no, they'll
Golly.
appreciate the they'll appreciate the natural, authentic Oz in the moment getting hiccups. It means you're growing.
Do adults
You're
get
growing.
hiccups?
Yeah, you still growing.
I got them right before the show started, so I started holding my breath and stuff. It did work, but then they came back just now. So
That's tough. It's tough. They came back for a part two. But yeah, so those lineups, I'm not gonna lie, that's going to be solid for us. So that was my biggest, I guess you could say, my biggest thing watching it. Like, of course, it was the Thunder. No, it wasn't the Thunder that we played. We played the Thunder before. Who did we just play?
the Jazz? Was it the Jazz?
It was the Jazz. It was definitely the Jazz. So it was like, oh, okay, like it's the Jazz, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was cool to see how the lineups would be and stuff like that. And I think that's going to be, moving forward, the rotation is going to be similar to that. Powell got a few minutes. Frank got a few minutes. But, the real rotation, I think, Hardy might be on the outside looking in. But we did just officially sign Campazzo, so, maybe he's just...
Yep.
Not getting too many minutes. Maybe he's just gonna be a utility player at some point.
Who can
knows?
or Hardy?
Both.
Both.
I feel like both.
And then
both of them might just be
injuries pop up. People got to fill in.
Right.
So
right.
we'll get
Those
to see
are
them.
solid options
Yeah, they are.
for filling in. Even if you got Dwight, I'm not gonna lie, Dwight Powell as your fourth best big is not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. He's got experience now,
Especially
being
since
with
he
the team,
was
so-
starting last year.
right.
Like not bad
Right.
at all.
So that being your fourth best big, the wings were already solid.
See, this is what kills me. People talking down on the Mavs off season. This feels like a get it off my chest moment.
Go ahead.
I feel like people just looking at the one thing we lost and ain't looking at all the stuff we've gained, right? Only thing we've lost was Brunson, who's a really good player. Not trying to down Brunson by any means, right? But we've definitely, like, if we're looking at what Brunson brings to the table, there's points and playmaking, right? We got the points above and beyond between picking up Christian Wood, even JaVale McGee, getting Tim Hardaway Jr. back. Points ain't going to be an issue regarding what Jalen Brunson brought. Now, playmaking, that's where there is a worry. But we did fix our weakness from last year, which was interior defense and getting rebounds. So we fixed our weaknesses.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, fixed our weakness.
That's a great point.
We filled in the hole as far as points and gone beyond that. We're just missing a little playmaking, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Mavs. This is gonna sound like a real homer thing of me, but just looking at the landscape of the West, I wouldn't be that shocked if the Mavs finished as a number one seed. And I'm saying that not because they're the best in the West, but because who are the best teams in the West? You got the Warriors, who I don't think are going to take it too serious. Like, they'll probably be top 3, but I don't think they're going to take it serious enough to be a number one seed. They're older, too. They get injuries. You got the Suns, who are still a good team, but they're trying to figure some things out. Lakers, not going to be a number one seed. The Clippers, they're going to get injured throughout the season. They're
going to be resting Kawhi.
Yeah. They're just hoping to be healthy during the playoffs.
And John Wall not even starting at point guard. They're going to have Reggie Jackson starting at point guard, which is interesting.
Exactly. Then you got the Jazz have gone down. Memphis, I think they're going to be about as good as last year. I don't think their record is. I think their record be slightly worse, even if it's slightly better. Like there's still room for number one seed for us. Um, I, I think that number one seed is wide open. So I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
We're in our second year with Jason Kidd, so we're not learning the offense anymore, not learning the defense anymore. Like I wouldn't be shocked if the Mavs ended as number one seed.
Yeah, I think you actually brought up a great point, and I don't even know why I never really just thought about it like this, but where we lost in playmaking, potentially, right, with that hole that we had to fill, we filled a major hole that's been in Dallas since we haven't had Tyson Chandler, which is that rebounding aspect, and not even just defensive rebounding, but offensive rebounding, second chance buckets. Like I seen JaVale in the beginning of that game. I think if somebody missed it, he missed and got the rebound easily, just tipped it back in.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that adds up, bro.
Yeah.
It adds up, and JaVale has a defensive presence as well. So and then when you get somebody like you literally have four completely different bigs. When you look at McGee, Wood, Kleber, Powell, they're all four completely different bigs.
Yeah.
But all of them have the ability to rim run, like catch oops if possible.
Yeah.
But, they're multifunctional. Kleber and Wood, they got jumpers. Wood can actually take somebody out the dribble, which is crazy. It's like they all have different aspects of them. Some better defensively than the others and whatnot. But we haven't had this much talent at bigs. I don't know how long. Bro. So we lose
Definitely
Jalen.
not this much depth.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, definitely not this much depth. And obviously with Porzingis, right, we thought like talent was there. It just, injuries and whatnot, unfortunately, right.
And then even when he was playing good, offensively he wasn't much of a big. Defensively, he was a good rim protector, but offensively
he literally played like a 2K big. He
Yeah.
played like an NBA 2K big.
Yeah.
Literally, he's a stretch big, and in the NBA 2K, that's exactly how he played. He had no. I don't know what happened. Anyways, but I think that's an offset that, like you're saying, with a year two kid, with Tim Hardaway back. I think we talked about this last time. Spencer, Tim, and Wood being that second lineup, second quarter. You got dudes that have each put over 16 points per game before in this line in respective teams. This team is deep, man. It's deep, and deep teams perform well in the regular season, and usually that translates well with good coaching in the playoffs. So I don't think that's too far-fetched for you to say the Mavs could be that number one seed. They'll definitely be in contention. I definitely think they'll end up for sure being a top three team as long as they stay healthy. They'll be top three. I definitely feel like you're not wrong or anywhere near a homer for saying that. I think that's actually legit.
Yeah, man. We'll see. I'm excited. First game is on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday.
And we got them boys out in the valley.
Ooh, come on,
Phoenix, man.
come on.
What you think?
Oh, I want this win so bad. I want it so bad. I'm. A lot of people are saying we're gonna kill them. They still a good team. Like they're still a really talented team. They were number one in the West last year for a reason. I don't think they're a championship caliber team, but they are a really good team. But I do hope we get this. I hope we get a blowout win today or on Wednesday.
Yeah, I definitely think it could be. It can definitely be a statement win. I think it's crazy because people talk about us not getting better.
Yeah.
The Suns, in my opinion, didn't get better.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose Jay Crowder, and you can't really say if their team chemistry got better.
Definitely didn't.
Right, because we just not hearing that Monty and DeAndre Ayton maybe having conversations now.
Yeah.
Potentially, right. So at any moment where there's any rift, you just never know what's gonna happen in Phoenix, right? So with that being said, Dallas, from a chemistry perspective, is pretty much probably at the top. Is going to be for that you can ask for a season to start. Coming off what we did last year and wanting to build off that.
Yeah.
This Dallas team is confident, and they believe in the team. They believe in the system already. They've seen what it can do, and year two is going to be something. Man, I agree. I think I would like a blowout, but obviously I'm just going to be cool with a dub anyway. I just want to see Wood come out and get 20 and 10.
Yeah.
I just want to see Dinwiddie can be streaky.
He can.
I just need Dinwiddie to stay aggressive. If Dinwiddie can stay aggressive, get to the lane, get those free throws, that'll offset some of the shots he missed. But
even if he is streaky, like you said, if he's aggressive, like that works because. If he's not hot, somebody else will. Kleber will be hot. Tim Hardaway will be hot. Tim gets hot.
Tim is hot. It don't matter if you have a hand in his face.
Tim's streaky too now, though. But when Tim get hot, Tim will put up 20 and a quarter like when he get hot. So we'll see. We'll see. But you want to talk about NBA predictions?
Yeah. So I know we got a little bit of time left. I wanted to do our NBA. So me and my friends, we started doing this a while back. So I figured it'd be perfect to bring it to the channel. We like to do NBA season predictions. So what we're doing this one is like the beginning of the year, just for fun. We go ahead and make our prediction for MVP, defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, sixth man of the year, and the most improved player of the year. But also I want to add in the who wins the tank for Victor. I don't know how to say his last name, but we know, oh, bruh. So I want to add that in. It's like who's gonna win the tank for him. So yeah, we'll start with the MVP prediction. Who you got?
All right, again, I know I'm sounding like a homer, but I really did try to pick somebody else. But with what I just laid out, I think Dallas is definitely gonna be like a barn injury. I think Dallas is gonna be like a top 3 seed. If Dallas is a top 3 seed, because that's the only thing that's been holding Luka from getting the MVP is being in that top kind of echelon of teams. Mm-hmm. If things go as I think they're gonna go, then Luka has to win MVP, right? If not, then someone else. You still got Embiid, who's up for one, who hasn't won one yet. I think Jokic has won too many at this point. I just think the narrative isn't going to be there for him no matter what he does. So Giannis, I think people are tired of voting for Giannis. So none against talent for those guys. I think the only other person who has the storyline for it is Embiid. So to me, it's out of Embiid and Luka. I'm gonna go. Ja Morant's kind of in that category too, but I don't think he's gonna have the stats. I think he's just gonna be just below the line as far as stats. So I'm gonna go Luka, runner up, Embiid.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of have some of the similar ways of thinking. I feel like if there's Dallas, I mean, obviously, the past couple seasons, everybody predicted, this the year Luka's gonna be MVP, whatever. So barring any injury, the way this team is set up, I think if they can get those 50 wins, or they in the top 3 team, people will love Luka. It's gonna be that time for him to be in that boat for MVP for real. We do also want to mention, because I tend to forget Denver in the Western rankings with getting Jamal Murray back.
I did leave
Michael
them
Porter
out.
Jr. If they're healthy, that's gonna be a tough team.
They are
from a talent perspective for sure.
They got a shot at the number 1 too.
Yeah. So they're gonna be tough. Jokic is gonna put up numbers. It's gonna be tough not to put him, not to give him MVP if Denver's gonna finish, up there. Same thing with Giannis. He's gonna put up numbers.
Do you think they will give it to Jokic 3 times in a row? Like, let's say
they would have to be number 1 and by
1.
far dominating. Okay. I think in what you mentioned is the perfect case, because already last year it was a lot of individuals saying Embiid should have won.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But I think if Philly's up there again, Embiid's gonna have a good shot. But I do think this is Luka's year if things go the way we think they should go in Dallas.
Yeah.
If they build off that momentum and they can stay healthy.
And
I don't think. Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna say I just agree with you. I don't even have a runner up. I just feel like it's gonna be Luka.
Yeah.
Just, putting that positivity out there.
And we know narrative plays a huge part in MVP. We see it year after year. The guy who a lot of people thought should have won it the year before, they end up winning it the next year, and it kind of stacks on each other. So narrative being a huge part. I think we kind of both on the same page. I think Luka kind of has it, and he's coming in supposedly in shape. He's been playing Euro ball, so he should be in shape. He's not going to get off to He's not going to get off to a slow start, which slow for him is still MVP-ish. But yeah. So yeah, we both got it. We both got Luka.
Okay, cool beans. Let's go to you want to go defensive player of the year?
Let's save that one for for
Say,
last. Yeah.
let's go to Rookie of the Year. You have one for that?
Yeah. So, what's his name? Orlando. I don't know why his name's
Oh,
blanking on me.
Paolo,
Yeah. Paolo.
Banchero. Yeah,
Yeah. Paolo.
yeah,
Holmgren's out. I like what's his name for Houston.
yeah. Jabari.
Jabari,
Yeah.
but they have kind of a lot of scoring over there already, so I don't think his stats gonna be that crazy. So, Paolo.
Okay, I can definitely see Paolo because they said they're gonna get him involved on playmaking end, so he's probably gonna rack up some assists.
Yeah,
He's gonna get some boards, maybe around 7 boards. He's gonna get his points because Paolo is a bucket. He actually very much a bucket.
he is.
However, it's something about Orlando still in the log jam that they have with players touching the ball because it's weird. Like Cole Anthony is actually a really good player.
Hmm.
It's weird to see maybe how they're gonna take the ball out of his hands. Same thing with like a Jalen Suggs, but Jalen Suggs can play a little off ball.
Yeah, he play off ball.
And they still don't know what they're going to. I feel like they still don't know what they want to do with their bigs, really
Yeah,
and
they
truly.
got-
When
they
they
got
brought
a
back Mo
lot of
Bamba, that was a little weird to me.
Yeah.
They still got Wendell Carter,
And then I'm curious to see Isaac.
Isaac,
He was
Frank.
he was he was on the edge of just breaking out and being this really good player, and he
Yep.
just can't stay healthy. I'm curious, will he pick back up where he left off? It's been so long. I would assume not. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious to see him.
And also Franz Wagner, another player,
Yeah,
solid,
I like him.
had a ball in his hand. So we'll see. I do think he's the favorite, but I'm going with Jabari Smith.
Okay.
Mainly because I feel like and I really want to pull for Steven Silas, that came from Dallas,
Yeah.
over there in Houston. But I really feel like that offense is going to be young. That it works for Jabari. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it's going to be perfect because he's going to be open, and he's sort of like it's weird. Him and Paolo, and a little bit of Chet too. They're all like mismatches for a lot of like power forwards. Like I know definitely like a lot of people play small ball and stuff now, but they're actually like potentially real mismatch options if you don't have that tweener type player for them specifically. They butter from the three. They can take you off the dribble. Athletic. It's hard, but I like how Houston's gonna be running and gunning. I feel like Jabari is gonna have a chance to put up a lot of threes,
Yeah.
which could add, to make it interesting for Palos. I'm gonna go with Jabari.
See, I like Jabari in the long run, and I've heard people be kind of down on him, but I really like Jabari. Like I low key might like Jabari more than I like Chet, in the long run at least. I just think with Green, I think he's gonna put up a lot of points this year. He's gonna take a lot of attention, and then they have so many guys who are just ISO guys. I'm just kind of curious to see how they get the ball to him. Are they gonna
And
be
they just
jacking
extended
shots?
Kevin Porter Jr. too.
Yeah. He also be jacking shots. So I'm just like, I'm curious to see, how often they get the ball to him and not jack as many shots. They're a young team. I get it. Two talented young guys. I get why they're doing it, but I'm curious how that affects him as far as being like rookie of the year and stuff. So we'll see.
Definitely. Okay. Let's go to sixth man of the year. You have one for that?
Six man. So I'll say this. This one's kind of weird because it's that lineup going. It depends on if the lineup changes or not. So,
Right.
like Christian Wood would be a great one. I just don't think he's going to be on the bench the entire year, which kind of I'm changing my mind as I speak. So, what's yours? What's your?
I'm not gonna lie, I had to go Christian Wood. I feel like that's the only one that makes sense. Obviously, he has to be eligible for it. So
Yeah.
I don't know how many games you have to come off the bench to be eligible for six man, but I mean, shoot. Honestly, either option would be good if this team actually performs the way they perform, either Christian Wood or Tim Hardaway. Like if Christian Wood goes to starting lineup and Tim Hardaway stays off the bench, Tim Hardaway has a chance maybe. I don't want to sound too much like a homer, but the reason why I pick Christian Wood is because I really feel like even if he comes off the bench, he's going to be giving you probably, and it's gonna be. You're right, man. He's gonna end up being a starter because he's gonna be giving you too much production. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird.
He could low key be like a borderline all-star this year, and him
Really?
coming off the bench is So I got mine. I'm gonna go
Okay, who you got?
repeat Tyler Hero. I think he's gonna win it again. He may be the next Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams kind of category guy where borderline starter can get you a lot of points, look really flashy doing it, which helps. So I'm gonna go with Tyler Hero, win it for a second time.
Okay.
Got that boy thinking.
Yeah, that's solid. That's all. I'm trying to think about teams. I'm like, dang. I know they're bringing Russ off the bench now.
Because he ran away with it last year, Tyler Hero. I don't think it was even close. But if Christian Wood comes off the bench for the whole, I just don't think he is.
Right. Yeah,
I just don't think he is.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think who else can possibly average 20 off the bench. You do got Jordan Poole if he comes off the bench. With Klay Thompson.
Does Dylan Brooks come off the bench for Memphis?
I know he didn't originally. He was hurt last year.
Desmond Bain starts. Right.
Yeah, but Brooks I think missed the beginning of the season, like a lot of the season. So Bain kind of just kept his spot. I don't know. That's a good one.
Tough.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on the lineups, like you said. So for right now, I'm just gonna go Christian Wood, and then once Christian Wood starts, then at that point I'm fine with getting that answer wrong because that means he just doing damage.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Most improved player.
Oof.
You have one for that?
So this one's weird because I don't like picking second-year players because, I don't know, it's just too easy for that award to go to a second-year player. But I'm going to break my rule, and I'm going to go Cade Cunningham. I think Cade Cunningham has a chance to be an all-star this year. I think that highly of him. Very talented. I think it just depends on how Detroit does. I don't think Detroit's going to be in the playoffs or anything. But if they're a solid team who's in the bubble conversation for most of the season, then I think Cade Cunningham will be the most improved player because he'll be the one leading them. So,
got you. For me, this was tough because a part of me really wants to go Devin Vassell from the San Antonio Spurs.
ooh,
Because it's his show over there.
that's a good. What a pull! Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's either
I'm torn between him, and I'm not gonna lie, I really feel like with the way, because didn't Ja win this award last year?
Yeah, he did.
I feel like Brunson might be in that
He is.
because of the minutes he gonna get and the ball is gonna be in his hands. Brunson is a bucket. He can even in New York. He can probably put up at least 22 a game.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and that jump.
Yeah, that's what people look
It's
at.
hard to ignore. It's gonna be hard to ignore. And if the Knicks are actually then it wasn't that bad like the year before.
Yeah.
But if they're in the playoff contention and stuff, and Brunson's like the face of that.
I just don't see that happening. The second part.
Yeah, I don't. It's gonna be too tough in the East.
I think if they're the same level, I don't know with Brunson because that's a good pick. If they're better, he's definitely in it. If they're not better, because his stats are gonna be better. I don't know.
His stats are definitely gonna be better all across the board. Yeah.
But it is New York, so he's gonna get attention. So he may be in it whether they get better or not.
Yeah. So my heart wants to pick Brunson because I know he's gonna do good. But I'm gonna go Devin. Also because I'm doing fantasy basketball and I got Devin on my team. So speaking.
That's a good one though. Is he first or second year? I mean, last year was he first or second year?
I think this is his third year.
So this is his third. So last was second. Okay.
I think so.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I can look it up quick.
Yeah, I think it's his third year. It's just hard to keep up with them young San Antonio guys. You just don't see them.
For sure. Yeah, this is his third year.
Oh, okay. That boy can shoot it.
Yeah, he averaged 12.3 points per game with 4 rebounds. Like, bro, DeJounte Murray's not there. Yeah, man, his stuff going up. So, he definitely can. I feel like Devin he gonna probably give you probably 8, maybe about 18. It's the Spurs gonna be struggling, but he gonna get you about probably like 18. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Cool,
We'll
cool,
see.
cool, cool.
But did you got an answer for defensive player or no?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Defensive player is gonna be tough because the only reason this was tough for me because I had to answer immediately, but the storylines. So it comes down to these players for me: Giannis, Embiid, Gobert, who I don't think's gonna win it again. I don't think Kawhi. We'll say Kawhi, but I don't think he's gonna be healthy enough. And then my guy, who I think the best defender in the NBA, Ben Simmons. Right now, I want to pick.
I thought you was gonna have Ben in there.
I want to pick Ben Simmons. Like when I read that question, I want to pick Ben Simmons, but everyone hates Ben Simmons, like to their core. So I just feel like it's no way.
You don't think if Ben comes in and just like
Well,
tear the league by storm, then
well, we get into my answer now. But I said I thought about it.
okay.
I think he's gonna change some people's minds. I think he's gonna remind everybody who he is because people done forgot.
Okay.
He can't shoot, but he can play defense from 1 to 5. I think he's gonna be playing defense on some 5s this year, since he's not playing with Embiid no more. So he can play a little bit on the 5 now. He's gonna
him guarding Embiid. That'd be
fun.
That'd be crazy
That'd
if he
be
go back to
fun.
Philly and guard Embiid.
That'd be fun. Embiid would give him the work though.
Yeah,
That'd be fun though. But yeah, I'm gonna go Ben Simmons. He's gonna win back the heart of America,
Okay.
except for Philadelphia.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, a part of me really wanted to pick Ben too. Initially, when I saw this, I was like, man, I really feel like Ben is gonna come back. If Ben is healthy, he's gonna be in that discussion, and he's gonna have chances, like you said, to show up every night on the defensive end because you're trying to preserve KD. And then the rest of the lineup are just like kind of shooters. Like who else defends like to actually get minutes over there in Brooklyn?
Exactly.
So in my mind, he gonna have a chance to show up every night and make a difference. But I'm going with somebody you did not mention on the list, and that'll be Bam Adebayo. That's what I'm going for a defensive player.
Okay, not bad.
Of the year.
Not bad.
Yeah, I know he was somewhat in the talks last year.
Yeah. He's
I'm hoping
always
he
kind of in the talks. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So I hope he takes it to the next level this year. I do like Jimmy Butler and the boys. Miami is sort of like, because they cheated back in 06. But other than that, I do like the boys over there. They got some dogs over there. So hopefully Miami can take the next step and make the Eastern Conference even more challenging. So
okay. So to go back over real quick. So I got Luka for MVP. I got most improved being Kay Cunningham. Rookie of the year being Paolo. And defensive player of the year being Ben Simmons. You got MVP being Luka. Most improved player being Vassell.
Yeah, Devin Vassell.
Whatever. Sorry, I'll get your name right next time. Defensive player being Bam. Mm-hmm. What was the other one? Rookie of the year, Jabari Smith, and sixth man of the year, Christian Wood. Oh, right, six man, Christian Wood. What was my Tyler Hero? Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the big question. Yeah.
So who wins? Now, the money in this question is, do we want to play it like who's going to be the worst team, the last place team, or who is going to actually get him? So
who's going to actually get him? Who's going to actually get him?
I have my answer. Definitely.
Who you got?
I think the Spurs are going to get him. I think it's going to be crazy, too, because it's going to be like the historic. It's going to be weird because it's going to San Antonio. We're not going to like it because it's going to San Antonio. But I just, for some reason, it was only two teams in my head that I feel like will win it. And both of them, we're not going to like it. But
what's the other one, though? The Rockets?
Utah.
Oh, Utah. Oh, that's a good one. All right, so I went, the NBA lottery, it's not about odds, It's about karma. It's about the basketball gods, who they feel deserves it. It has nothing to do with numbers, probability. They scratched all of that, right? We saw we saw the Pelicans get Zion when they needed it most after Anthony Davis bailed on them. And I believe the Charlotte Hornets
That's all I was thinking.
will get
That'd be
the
nuts.
alien. It's gonna be ooh, I don't even want to say
Charlotte
it.
and
I don't even
LaMelo
want to say it.
disgusting.
LaMelo Ball, after everything that went on the offseason with Bridges, and they had this young player coming up for him, looking good, averaging more points than anyone expected, and it turns out he's a monster. Like, get him out of here. Did nothing in the offseason. They did nothing in the offseason, even though their defense is horrible. They have no bigs. Did nothing in the offseason. Michael Jordan is the owner. He deserves some greatness.
Does he deserve it, though?
Why not?
From an owner perspective,
Why not?
it'd be correct. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. In my mind, when you said it, I was like, I can see that. That'd be lit. I'm not going to lie. Keep him on the East.
Yeah, keep him on the East. Keep him on the East. Yeah. We don't want him on this side. You said the Spurs. It just feels like that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I was like, because of the historic thing, I'm like, okay, you got another big, you had a Tim, you had David Robinson. It's like, now you got Victor, it's new wave.
And then Pop has been talking down the Spurs. Yeah, we're not going to be good this year. That's basically what he said. Like, he's been talking down the Spurs. He wants him.
Yeah. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I'd much rather go with Charlotte, like you said. So we're going to speak that into existence. But
Yep, let's go. LaMelo and Wembanyama. I'm not going to even.
yeah.
Once he get in the league, I'll have it down.
Yeah, they have a nickname for him. They have plenty of nicknames. They'll probably do the whole nicknames like they did with Kevin Durant back in the day.
Oh, yeah,
When he didn't like them all.
Oh, yeah. I like the Durantula. He didn't like that one.
He didn't like that one. He didn't like Slim Reaper.
Yeah, that was the best one, Slim Reaper.
Yeah, Slim Reaper was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, KD, why you? I like KD though, but damn.
You heard that one where the reporter was like, "Why they call you KD?" You heard his answer.
What was his answer?
He was like, "Because my first name's Kevin and my last name is Durant, so KD."
KD.
It was hilarious, bro. Because I was like, "Bro,
That's old,
really
right?
asked him that." No, I think this is recent. Like,
For real?
Yeah, and I could be wrong. Somebody in the comments might tell me, but.
Do you ever read just go on his Twitter and just read his tweets? His responses. He's the best follow on Twitter. We need to follow Kevin Durant. Let's follow Kevin Durant because he be responding to the most lame, no friend having people on the planet. It'd be hilarious. But check out Kevin Durant's Twitter if you haven't. I'm sure most of you have. Pretty hilarious. But yeah, that's really all we got today for the basketball.
Yep.
Went a little long today, but that's all we got today. Oh, what's up? What's up?
No, I was about to say while they at it and y'all catching out Katie's tweets and whatnot, go ahead and search 4-3 Zone in that Twitter search box and go ahead and give us a follow as well. Y'all can tweet at us at any time. We gonna reply. If you got something blasphemous to say, we gonna reply. If y'all see something blasphemous we say, go ahead and comment, do whatever, man. We gonna have a good time. As always, man, because we building something here. But as y'all watching right here now on YouTube, we want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to the 4-3 Zone. Because, you know what I'm saying, we're going to give y'all this content all year long. We're going to be talking about football, as y'all know. We're going to be talking about basketball, as y'all know. We're going to follow this every week.
We ain't talking about baseball.
Active. Not talking about baseball. I don't even want to get on that. But, you know what I'm saying, if y'all got some other stuff y'all want to talk about, on Twitter, tweet at us, man. We watch other things sometimes. You want to talk about Formula One, some other random stuff.
Cricket,
tennis, whatever. But right here on these shows,
some water polo.
Water polo. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Extreme BMX. You never know, man. Just add us, man. You might see something wild. But
shout out Tony Hawk.
Nonetheless, man. Tony Hawk fire for sure. But yeah, y'all can also catch us on Instagram, 4-3 Zone. And then TikTok's coming soon as well, man. 4-3 Zone on there. So, yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time.